Jean-Marie Collot d'Herbois was a French actor, dramatist, essayist, and revolutionary. He was a member of the Committee of Public Safety during the Reign of Terror and, while he saved Madame Tussaud from the guillotine, he administered the execution of more than 2,000 people in the city of Lyon. Early life. Born in Paris, Collot left his home in the Rue Saint-Jacques in his teens to join the traveling theatres of provincial France. His moderately successful career as an actor, supplemented by a vigorous outpouring of works for the stage, took him from Bordeaux in the south of France to Nantes in the west and Lille in the north, and even into the Dutch Republic, where he met his wife. In 1784 he became director of the theatre in Geneva, Switzerland, and then at the prestigious Playhouse at Lyon in 1787. At the outbreak of the Revolution in 1789 he dropped everything and returned to Paris, where his lead actor's voice, his writing skills, and his ability to organize and direct large-scale fêtes were to make him famous. Activism. He contributed to revolutionary agitation from the very beginning, but it was not until 1791 that he became a figure of importance. With the publication of L'Almanach du Père Gérard, a book advocating a constitutional monarchy in popular terms, he suddenly acquired great popularity. His fame was soon increased by his involvement on behalf of the Swiss of the Châteauvieux regiment, condemned to the galleys for mutiny at Nancy. Collot d'Herbois' efforts resulted in their freedom. He went to Brest in search of them, and a civic feast was held on his behalf and theirs, which occasioned for a poem by André de Chénier. His opinions became more and more radical. Collot d'Herbois was a member of the Paris Commune during the insurrection of 10 August 1792, and was elected deputy for Paris to the National Convention. On the first day of the convention he was the first to demand the abolition of the French monarchy. Collot d'Herbois later voted for the death of Louis XVI, sans sursis, terror, thermidor, and deportation. He was engaged in the struggle between the Mountain and the Girondists. After François Henriot's coup d'état of 31 May 1793, he was conspicuous in his attack on the defeated Girondist party. Along with his close friend Billaud Varennes, he sat at the extreme left of the convention, attacking speculators and proposing egalitarian programs. In June, he was made president of the convention, and in September he joined the Committee of Public Safety, where he was active as a sort of general secretary. After having entrusted him with several missions to Nice, Nevers, and Compiègne, the convention sent him along with Joseph Fouché, on 30 October 1793, to punish the revolt of Lyon. There, he introduced the Reign of Terror in its most violent form, with mass executions, including more than 100 priests and nuns, and beginning the dismantling of the city itself. His excessive behavior led the Committee of Public Safety to have Collot return to Paris as a suspect. In May 1794, assassination attempts on Collot and Maximilien Robespierre only increased his popularity, as Collot was accused of excessive slaughter and destruction, and he suspected that he might soon be arrested and executed. He opposed Robespierre during the Thermidorian reaction, when he presided over the convention during the initial session. Despite this change of heart, Collot d'Herbois was accused of complicity with Robespierre, the two having previously been colleagues on the Committee of Public Safety, but was acquitted. Denounced a second time, he defended himself by pleading that he had acted for the revolution, but, in March 1795, he was condemned with Bertrand Barrère de Vieuzac and Billaud Varennes to transportation to Cayenne, French Guiana, where he exerted a brief revolutionary influence before dying of yellow fever in 1796. Works. Beginning his literary career in 1772 with the critically acclaimed Lucie Aulet's Parents' Imprudence, and finishing in 1792 with L'Année et la Cadette, Collot was an accomplished, if minor, dramatist in a turbulent period of the French stage. Before the Revolution, he wrote at least 15 plays, of which 10 survive, including Lucie. an adaptation of William Shakespeare's The Merry Wives of Windsor, and an adaptation of Pedro Calderón de la Barca's El Alcalde de Zalamea, all three of which kept the stage throughout France for over a decade. During the first 3 years of the Revolution, he wrote at least 7 more plays, of which 6 survive, juggling the tearful love themes of le drama bourgeois with political themes and messages in such plays as Le Connu, Ou la Prédigue Vaincu and Socrate. In 1791, he wrote the prize-winning L'Almanach de Père Gérard, a fictional account of revolutionary morality which went on to become the bestseller of the period, establishing his political credentials in the process. He was also one of the authors of the first French Republican Constitution, which was written in 1793 but never applied. Death. Deported in Cayenne in 1795, he died there the following year. Bibliography. Much recent study has been done on Collot d'Herbois, in Australia, pp. 406-18, The Repression of Lyon, 1793-4, Origins, Responsibility and Significance, French History, Volume 2, No. 1, pp. 74-101, Collot d'Herbois at the Committee of Public Safety. A Revaluation, English Historical Review, Volume 103, No. 2, pp. 565-87, The Management of Terror in Montagnard Lyon, Year 2, European History Quarterly, Volume 20, No. 4, pp. 467-98, Collot d'Herbois in the Theatre of the Old Regime. Homme de lettres or Pour Hack, Australian Journal of French Studies, Volume 27, No. 2, pp. 107-120, Peter Bruce's Jean-Marie Collot d'Herbois stands son tête à acute révolutionnaire, and in France. A more easily obtainable work is R. Palmer's 12 Who Ruled, which contains a biographical account of the members of the Committee of Public Safety. A. Koshinsky Dictionnaire des Conventionals.